Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to start by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Ruach double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutation, our brothers doing this work, and truth and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers. The other day after camp, we ran into this brother that watch IUIC or whatever, so he had fringes on, when you out in public and shit, and I just wanted to speak on that situation and something that he said that, basically Nate teaches that it's not, it doesn't make any goddamn sense. It's really common sense. They say the new moon is the full moon, but according to the scriptures, that's not correct, man. That's so damn stupid. Even if you use any other type of logic, like if you had a bottle and you had if you had a jar, and if the jar is filled up to the top, that means it's full, and if it's empty, it basically it's not full. That's common sense, man. It's the opposite of full if it's empty, man. And it's the same with the moon, because when the moon is filled, when it's at its fullest, it is full and the light is very bright, and you can see that the whole moon is lit up. That's full. If something is fully lit up, it's full. And if something is it's not filled up, then basically it's new, really, But I just wanted to go through the spirit, and talk about this situation. I've been trying to find a good logic to compare it to, but I guess I'm compared to what it is, man. Because the new moon is the beginning of the month. Now, if it's the beginning of the month, that means it's not full. The full moon comes, like, if I'm not mistaken, the full moon comes in the middle of the month, if I'm not mistaken, because when the new moon comes in, the phases, if you have a moon app, it shows you the phases of the moon. And I'm pretty sure that the middle of the month, according to the moon, the middle of the month is at full moon, when the moon is at its fullest. And then the full moon starts to decrease. It starts to go down. It goes down, decreases back to what it started to be, what it started off as. It started off as I don't want to say it's unfilled moon, a new moon. When it's the beginning of the month, you will see that there is no moon in the sky, unless it's clouds covers or whatever, But through the spirit, man, the new moon starts off blank. It increases. It shows you the phases, And I have the app, man. I have the moon app. Any fucking dumbbell would know this shit. Okay, as the month increase, the moon lights up until it gets full. A full moon. That's what a full moon looks like when it's at its peak, when it's at its fullest. That's what a full moon is. It's not a new moon. That's stupid. Okay, now let's go here. Okay, then as you can see, it started to decrease. Let's go back. Full moon. Okay, now the full moon is over. It's the middle of the month, and the moon is starting to decrease, which is, I believe, exactly 12 days, if I'm not mistaken. Because, the new moon comes in, and 6 days later, it's basically at a half. That moon is half full. And 6 days after that, the moon is full. And 6 days after that, it's at a half again. And 6 days after that, it's a new moon. I'm pretty. It's like, how many days it is? 28.9 days in a moon cycle. It's something like, that's what this says, but I think it's something else. The elder Tahar had went into it. He said he had told us. He said in the video how many days are actually in a month according to the moon. And also how many days are in a year according to the moon. It's like 300. They say it's 365, but it's like 350 something. It's 350 something, 340 something like along those lines. But as you can see, brothers, this is a new moon. When there's no moon in the sky, it's at 0%. And I'm gonna get a precept to back it up, but I just wanted to show you, brothers, man, what you brothers already know, that the full moon is not. It's like the new moon is not the full moon, because it's not fucking full. It's full. A full moon is a moon that is full. Damn, man, I hate Nate, man. I wish the Lord just destroy that fucking nigga, man. Teaching that the new moon is the full moon. What kind of shit is that? Any dumbass with a fucking brain would know that shit, man. And it doesn't make any goddamn sense, man. I'm finna get this precept and I'm gonna end it, man. Sirach 39 and 20. Sirach 39 and 12. Yet have I more to say which I have thought upon, for I am filled as the moon at full. Now, if you're filled, if something is filled, it's full. If you filled up, if your stomach is filled with food, you'll be like, oh, I'm full as fuck. Or, oh my God, I'm just full. I'm full. Or I'm filled. You wouldn't say you filled. You would say I don't ate till I'm full. Or, oh my God, that water jug is full of water. It is filled with water to the top. It is full of water. My gas tank is full of gas. It is filled with gas. So basically, what Nate is saying, if your gas tank has no gas in it, that means it's full. That doesn't make any fucking sense. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any kind of goddamn sense, man, for the new moon to be the fucking full moon. No sense. Don't make no sense for the new moon to be a full moon. You could just use any type of thing for an example. Like I use the gas tank. My gas tank is full. If it was empty, that doesn't mean it's full. That means it's empty. It's clear. It has nothing in it. And that's just using common fucking sense. And you trying to argue with a logic that's so goddamn stupid, man. Nate needs to fucking die. I pray Yahweh Shemel Shah just destroy that nigga, man. That nigga needs to fucking die for teaching some bullshit like that. Teaching his congregation. But the scripture says, the Lord will lay stumbling blocks, and there will be many false prophets that come into the world. So that had to be fulfilled, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shah. So, it still doesn't give him no right to teach that bullshit, that poison, man. And you trying to correct somebody, but they just got their head up their ass and they don't want to listen to you, man. When you tell them it's basically explaining that it's common sense why the new moon is not the full moon. The new moon is the new moon. It's brand new. It's refreshed. It's a fresh start, and the new moon is blank when it restarts. When it resets, okay, it increases and decreases in her perfection. Damn, what is that scripture? I know it says increases and decreases in her perfection. Damn, it's in the Apocrypha. It's about the new moon. Wait, is it in the same chapter? Let's see. Damn. Let's see, perfection. Let's see. This was just a commentary through the spirit, but I'm gonna get some precepts backing up the argument that I'm making. Yeah, here you go. Well, wait. Here you go. Sirach 43. Okay, this is Sirach chapter 43, verse 6. I'm starting. He made the moon also to serve in her season for a declaration of times and a sign of the world. For the moon is the sign of feasts, a light that decreaseth in her perfection. You know? A month is called after her name, increasing wonderfully in her changing, being an instrument of the armies above, shining in the firmament of heaven. The beauty of heaven, the glory of the stars, and ornament giving light to the highest places of the Lord. So, it's no way that the new moon could be the full moon. This doesn't make no goddamn sense. It doesn't make sense. If you sit up here and try to comprehend that, it's just fucking retarded. It's fucking retarded. You know, the month is called after her name, increasing wonderfully in her changing. So, what does that mean? Okay, when is the beginning of the month? The new moon. That's the beginning of the month. That's how you know the month has reset. Okay, and it says increasing wonderfully in her changing. What does the moon do after it resets? It increases. It increases until it gets full. Then it starts to decrease till it gets empty again. Then that's the beginning of the month. Then it starts to increase again till it gets full. Then it decreases again till it gets new. Then it increases till it gets full. Then it decreases till it gets new. It's a cycle, man. It's a never-ending cycle, because the moon is made for timekeeping, man. It's made for, like it says, a declaration of times, you know. And that's how you know that the month is new. You know, it's a new month because the moon is not in the sky. And then it starts to increase till it gets full. That's the middle of the month. Then it decreases till it's new again. That's the beginning that's the beginning of a new month. You know, and I just wanted to prove that through the scriptures. I hope you brothers was edified. You know, Salaki if I was talking too much, but it just doesn't make any sense, man. You know, it doesn't make any goddamn sense. You know, I know it's a little bit unorganized, but you know, it's a lesson just through the spirit, man. You know, I had to do a lesson about this, man. I had to. You know, it doesn't make any goddamn sense, man. You know, so with that, you know, through the spirit and Paul Yahabashmi Abshah, Bahashim Kakodash, I want to say Shalom, Kwam Yasha Allah, death to America, peace and salutation, all the brothers doing this work in truth and sincerity. Shalom to all the elect, man. Shalom. Ah, shit.